The year has split in half, and that can only mean that in today's video, I will be sharing with you the best luxury makeup releases of 2024 so far. I spent thousands of dollars reviewing the newest luxury beauty releases, and it has become a tradition here on my channel that every single mid-year I come here in front of the camera to share with you those new releases that are epic, those that are game changers, nothing that is mediocre, but here we're talking about la creme de la creme, those incredible products that are really worth to try. I would love to hear from you. Sign on the comment section down below. Let me know which are the products that you have discovered this year that they have conquered your heart, that they have become a staple in your collection. I would love to hear from you, but let's go ahead and dive in. Starting first with face palettes, and obviously I have to talk about Chanel Le Beige Sun Kiss face powders. These formulations are stunning. They come in so many different variations. In fact, I have here medium coral. I have done, by the way, if you're new here to my channel, welcome to all of you, my friends. I know our family has grown so much, but I do so many reviews of different products, and I do have shorts, demos, not only here on my Instagram, also on my TikTok. So if you want to see any of these products in action, I sure have a review of them, and everything is filmed as per usual in natural light, a 4K resolution. But anyhow, going back to these palettes here, the formulation is what it really hits my heart. They do have a smooth, buttery kind of formula that glides on the skin with easy, that makes your makeup look completely airbrush. All the different variations of these palettes are unique, one of a kind, and they really cater for different complexions. For example, I bought this one because thinking, okay, this will work for me most part of the year. Well, this medium version, it will be perfect for my skin tone during the summer months when I'm gonna get a little bit more of a tan, a little bit more of a bronze. I'm talking about bronze. The bronzers here are truly beautiful because they are not too orangey, they are not too reddish in tone, they lean more neutral. The blush shades, they do have a special sheen to them. These powders are not matte, they do have a little bit of a sheen, but don't think too much as a satin finish, but a natural glow from the skin. And that's truly the concept of the Le Beige line, and they really and truly achieve it with these palettes. I know as of right now these palettes are limited edition, but it seems, I mean, rumor has it that these palettes, they may stay in Chanel's collection. I hope so, but if not, please do yourself a favor, grab it, because to me this is pretty much all what I need. Grab and go. If I'm going to travel, I sometimes don't even need an eyeshadow, or I can take like an eyeshadow topper and just work with these powders, and that's pretty much it. The highlighter is not truly a highlighter, but rather luminizers, which makes again of that effortless glow to the skin, a complete healthy look. Going into another face eyeshadow palette that I had to buy a second one because the first one, you believe, friends, I say like what, almost 3 months ago and I'm not able to find my palette, and this one is the Natasha Denona Hyper Natural Face Palette. The eyeshadows to me are incredible. I'm in that stage in my life that I truly enjoy color and whatnot, but I love when makeup is more sublime, when makeup is more like mesmerizing, like a fairy touch on your skin. And this is exactly what this palette gave me. This kind of wet formulation that just looks like, look at that, this is just stunning, amazing, wet on the skin, smooth. And this is the first time that Natasha Denona is bringing us a gel to powder formulation. It's not her usual and typical cream to powder formulation. So what that means in summary, it is that it's thinner on the skin, and that doesn't translate as that it will fade away faster because of that. No, but it will give you again that ethereal makeup look. I know some people discuss a lot about, well, the bronzers are not truly bronzers that will cater for many skin tones, and totally agree with that, but you can use them as an eyeshadows too. These blushes are gorgeous. I like them, mix them in. I feel like this shade is so, yet I felt really strongly to include this palette on this best of 2024 mid-year. The reason why is because, I mean, you can see it. I use it all that time. This is a palette that to me is so easy, grab and go, and one that I will repurchase as I already have. Here to the most revolutionary primer, the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. This is very, very, very different to the one from Charlotte Tilbury. It's thinner in consistency. It doesn't have as much coverage as the one from Charlotte Tilbury, and it doesn't leave you as shiny. It does give you that glow, and in fact, I'm using it underneath. I actually have two foundations. Oh my gosh, I know. I want to see if you can guess, but this primer is thin in consistency. You can use it all alone. I think the key on this primer is to find your correct shade. I tried first the shade number 2 and it wasn't right for me, but look at shade number 3. Do you see how it blends with my skin? Look how well it goes all the way to my arm without causing like a disruption. It just looks so natural. It's hydrating, it's not thick in consistency. You can use it all alone and it will give you that very healthy look to your skin. I know I'm gonna repeat the word healthy many times on this video, but if there's a game changer product in this video, it has to be this one. This to me, Dior, hats off to you. You have done an incredible job, and finally something that is truly unique, because yes, you can tell me, well, there's so many primers like this in the market. No, there's nothing like this. And I'm talking about everything from Charlotte Tilbury to e.l.f. to, I mean, you name it, okay? You name it, there is nothing like this. Period. I have 4 base products right here, and I'm so happy to report that each of them is unique on its finish. Let's start first with the Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint. And this is one that I'm using right now. You have to tell me, can you see? Is that right? Is that left? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to, well, I will tell you in a second, but this skin tint is incredible. It does have more of a sheer to light coverage. For many of you, perhaps more of light coverage, but I do have a ton of freckles. I do have sunspot. I mean, honestly, I'm a walking freckle, okay? So this doesn't give me a lot of coverage unless I build it up. And oh my gosh, even when it's built up, your skin, my skin looks the best that it has looked in years. So healthy. The word healthy. And that's what it is. It gives hydration. It doesn't look extremely glowy. It looks fairly natural. It looks like just a well hydrated kind of skin. It doesn't run everywhere. It doesn't feel like it fades away too soon either. Some skin tints, they fade away too fast. One of my favorite skin tints is the one by Hourglass, and you have heard me talk about it since the day it has launched. This one definitely has a lot more coverage than this, and perhaps even more glowy than the one from Lisa Eldridge. This one is more like skin-like, very like transparent if you want to, buildable if you want to, reliable, glorious formula that you cannot feel it on your skin, weightless. Chef kiss, Lisa Eldridge. You did amazing. Now, if you want a little bit more coverage but still have that kind of a skin tint moisturizer kind of effect, the new one by Fenty Beauty. I'm so surprised because usually Fenty Beauty, I don't have anything against Fenty Beauty, but it's one of the brands that they tend to do not come in any of my best of the years, unfortunately, but I'm so happy this did. I'm just beyond impressed. The way that it looks on the skin, it gives a gorgeous radiance. It does have more pigmentation, and oh wow, if I'm telling you this product is viral for a good reason, it completely is. Now, on one side of my face, I have this Beauty by La Prairie. And you're going to tell me, Jacqueline, this is not a new product. Well, it has been reformulated and it has to be here because this is the foundation that truly gives me that perfect blur filter-like effect on my skin. So much so to the point that my skin looks like a porcelain doll. That every time that I use this foundation, people ask me not about my makeup, but what's my skincare? And it has to do because of this baby. It's super long lasting. It's it does mesh on the skin so beautiful because it's a cushion foundation. So you just have to, sorry, it looks disgusting, but it is what it is. You just press and roll. And can you tell now which one is the skin tint by Lisa Eldridge and which one is the one by La Prairie? You have to tell me if you notice which one is which. I do have enlarged pores on my fourth floor. I always say it. Yes, I do have more experienced skin, fine lines, sunspots, wrinkles. You know, I have a map on my face and an amazing map of my life. And I'm so proud of that. But when I'm spending any amount of money on makeup, it is to enhance my beauty and to make it look the best way possible without hiding anything. Just make it better. That's all what I want, right? Could you tell which one is which? I'm going to tell you. No. This is La Prairie and this is Lisa Eldridge. Did you guess right? Let me know in the comment section of the video because I would love to do, we should do live videos, huh? That would be fun. The last foundation, and this is for those of you that perhaps want a more perfected look, a soft matte foundation, but most important, I do have dry skin. This foundation is non-drying, it's completely perfecting. I don't think it does have any alcohol. It's self-setting, it's transfer proof. I mean, if you live in a humid climate, if you're gonna go for a big busy day and you want your skin and your makeup to look the complete best, completely flawless, perhaps you're gonna be photographed somewhere, Tom Ford Architecture Foundation. My major, architecture, and I understand why they name it architecture, because you see in beautiful designs, you find this perfect finish. Not only finish, but the transition between, say, spaces through spaces, they flow so well. And that's what it makes an architectural design so look after. Okay, that's exactly what this foundation gives you. It is exactly the foundation that Tom Ford was needing on their repertoire, because this came to replace the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation, the one that had the cap on the top and it just, you know, pop up. In fact, when I did my review on this foundation, I did side-by-side comparisons, and that foundation, it was, yes, soft matte in a way, but in the through the day, it became more of a natural foundation, borderline glowy foundation. It was beautiful. I truly enjoy it. But then again, Tom Ford then didn't have a matte foundation. And this is not your typical matte. This is a natural finish foundation with a soft matte effect, with a blurring effect to your skin, and performance. My goodness, long lasting, fabulous. For concealer, nothing, nada, nothing beats my very favorite concealer, which is not the one that I'm using today. And I know you keep asking me, Jacqueline, what is that best concealer? You have seen me using it for an entire year, even repurchase it. I'm just not been using it because I have been trying other concealers, just, you know, to see if something compares. Nothing compares to that one. And if you're new here to my channel, I will reveal it once again so that way you know which one that is. But I have to give a big shout out to a color corrector that it has that consistency that it truly needs to be a color corrector, and it's this one by Cali Ray. That you can actually use it as a concealer if you want to, but if you have seen my videos where I appear with no makeup on, you know that I do have very dark and dry circles, panda bear, and not in the cutest way possible, like really in a way like, did somebody punch you? But how did you done, Jacqueline, that you got someone so upset? Just like that. Very, very dark, hollow under eye areas. Anyhow, this is a gorgeous color corrector. It comes in multiple shades. I will make sure to leave the shades on. I have Sun Glow right here, but regardless, I will make sure to leave all the products on the description box below. There will be products also on the YouTube shopping feature, which you will see it on the screen, either on the right or on my left. I don't know. It's somewhere here. You tap on the screen and you will see all the products, but also they will be linked on the description box below with the shades. And I will make sure to also leave a pinned comment. Just, I'm going to copy and paste basically the description box. That way, if you're not able to open it, because I know some of you say, I don't know how to open it and whatnot, so you're able to find it. Let's dive into eyeshadow palettes. this little baby, my mini dream palette, really to me is more a extension to I need a nude palette more than my dream palettes, if I'm honest with you. The formula is spectacular. It's an easy palette to use in everyday basis. You can just use this shade and this shade right here. You can just set up a little bit more. The shades are super creamy, super smooth. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, only Natasha Denona. I mean, I shouldn't say only, but we know this is where Natasha Denona really shines. Her eyeshadows, they are truly beautiful to work with. They are those that if you don't know how to apply makeup, it's problem solved. It's just literally makeup for dummies type of situation. The color story is something that, I mean, we all know. If brands, they keep producing these type of eyeshadows over and over again, and we're like, another neutral eyeshadow palette, is because it's what most people use. This is what most people use, and so then why not? Tom Ford Emerald Dusk eyeshadow palette, it seems like what this is really nothing, and that's where it's its beauty. It's kind of like the emperor's dress that is there but not there. Is a formula that you can fade away a little if you need to. The eyeshadows are so smooth. They do not emphasize the fine lines on the eyelids. Believe me or not, this little eyeshadow palette, it's mighty. It gives me a glamorous look, even if I just use these three shades right here. And another thing that I love about this palette is that this shade, if I use it with a fluffy brush, I can just dust it off and it just gives me a subliminal bronzy look that doesn't need much at all. And you have seen it many times here on my channel, and every time I use this palette, everybody has to ask me, what do you have on your eyelids? This other palette got me by surprise. I do not like too much the packaging, but wow, Dolce & Gabbana. I'm truly impressed with their eyeshadow palettes. The mattes, they are non-patchy. They are super smooth on application. There's no fallout on them. Super beautiful. I love the different color story that they are offering to. More of like a cool tone with something matte. Different kind of formulas. There's a gel formulation right here that you can use it as an eyeliner. And then these over the top, and not really toppers, but duochromes that are completely metallic. Look at this. Look at this. Is that gorgeous or what? Look at that. That is stunning. I mean, friends, this is quality. Something that perhaps I would have expected, I don't know, from Pat McGrath, from another brand, but Dolce & Gabbana brought it to us. Chanel just came out with new single eyeshadows, reformulations that are a lot better to what they used to be before. These are another creamy, buttery, smooth kind of formula. And I, in fact, do have a combination of a couple eyeshadows on my eyelids. One of them being this lavender lilac tone that is gorgeous. And then I have a little bit of this Talpa shade, which is more of a taupey tone. The pigment on the matte shades is beautiful. Look at that pigmentation. There's no translucency. Is completely saturated with pigment. They glide with easy. They are luxurious formulations. Dior has also reformulated their single eyeshadows once again. I know, I don't know why they do so many reformulations. Now, this reformulation I like. To be very honest with you, the new and reformulated Dior eyeshadow queens, some of them are hits, some of them unfortunately are misses, but regardless, this eyeshadow metallic formula rose tool, oh, is mesmerizing. It's gorgeous too. I mean, do you see how subtle it is against the ones from Dolce & Gabbana? But yet they have that elegance. Super smooth, super creamy, lightweight too, and they do not fade. All of these eyeshadows, they are here because they hit all the marks. They are not only beautiful, they do not have fallout, they do have an elegant style of formulation, and they are also long wearing. And in that very same league, this beauty by Chantecaille from the Sea Turtle collection in the cool tone, simplistic. You're gonna be like, what's this? Believe me, when you put it on your eyes, there is a very special elegance to it that it just makes it very pretty. And I love how they bring this lilac tone, but in a more subdued way, not in a loud way. I also love from Chanel Rouge, and I left that eyeshadow quad downstairs. I don't want to give too much details about it because honestly, it's a stunning formulation, super blurring, beautiful, easy to blend, just diffuse gorgeously, but is by now impossible to find. Paco Rabanne. I know this is not a new formula, but new to me, and I'm just like, do you see this? I'm buying more. I'm buying more because this formula is gorgeous too. Look at this. Look at that shine, glorious formulation that looks wet on the eyelids. There's no fallout. It's just incredible. Blushes is next, and what a year for blushes. I mean, we have been coming from a blush year last year. This year too has been very strong with blushes, and to me the formula that really like, wow, this is what I want to see, is the new Forever Glow Maximizers. These are incredible. Specific, I'm going to talk about the shade Rosy Glow. The other shades, they're beautiful as luminizers, completely saying do not purchase the one in Frosty. It's too whitish. It does have glitter. The other ones do not have glitter. But this shade in particular, if you have a light medium to tan complexion as a blush, is what I want to see in liquid moussey blushes. Something that is long lasting, that is a combination between a blush and a luminizer. Something that I was expecting. Most of the Rare Beauty blushes, the ones that they do have a sheen, I like them, but the only one that I love from that collection is Sheer. It's beautiful, but then again, it's like they are truly more highlighters, not even luminizers. But anyhow, going back to this one, it's like a hybrid between a blush and a highlighter, specific this shade. Now, if you have fair complexion, I will say perhaps go with Peachy, and if you want just a luminizer, then go with the pink one or the nude one. But in particular, I'm talking about blushes, the one in Rosy. Now, a true blush that is limited edition, and I'm very upset about it because, like, why? They need to have these in their entire collection, different shades, is the new Tom Ford Café Rosé Cream Blush. You haven't tried it? Don't miss out. This is the most phenomenal, fantastic cream formula that I have ever tried. It blurs the skin, and the shade itself, it gives you this. I have been on the beach for a little bit over a week, and I'm just coming with a very beautiful tan. And you know, those cheeks that they just look rosy and plump and just like, oh my goodness, this is what I want. This is what I want for Tom Ford. I know they are testing the waters. Hopefully they are, because they need to bring these immediately in different shades. Aside to those two new formulas, I have to give a shout out to these House Labs reformulated and repackaged blushes. As gorgeous as they used to be, they do have a ton of pigment, but they create a beautiful blur on the skin. They glide, they blend, they are beautiful. Although to me they are not truly a new formula. It's more of like, I think they are worth to mention. Same thing worth to mention, this baby by Dior, Pink Lilac, another take on pink, because yes, that's a lilac tone, but when it goes on the skin, it truly goes as a pinky tone that is not too cool tone, and it shows a lot better than the OG pink. But this, the poppy coral shade, it is that shade for the season. Summertime is coming. We're gonna steer away from everything pink. Perhaps the lilac will still continue as a fun color, but we're going to be seeing more of these corally tones, way more of those punchy, almost neon light colors. This is again not a new formula, not a new product, but I have to mention these beauties from Patrick Ta. In a specific, the shade not too much. I think if you want a blush shade that it can take you all year round, not too much in a specific is that. Not too much. A little bit of terracotta with a little bit of pink in it, but the shade of the season. Don't come and don't tell me that I didn't tell you. Anything that it has to do with this kind of neon-y color, it's gonna be the It blush of summertime. She's the moment. She is truly the moment. You have to see it when I applied it on my skin and review it. This gives so much life to the skin. I don't have any more arm to show it to you, but look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. It's incredible. So go ahead, do yourself a favor, go get She's the Moment. Now, another new blush formulation, now on the liquid formula, Giorgio Armani, and the Luminous Silk Cheek Tints. Now, these are not really luminous, and that's the only thing that it throws me off. If you're looking for something luminous, these are not. They are more like a natural finish, obviously with going throughout the day, the natural secretions that we have, and our natural oil. It will look a little bit more, not glowy, but you know, it would just add a something. In general, what I love about this formula is how easy they are to blend, how much pigment they have, how easy they are to blend, the capacity on which you can build up on the pigmentation. So it doesn't go directly like, oh wow, this is a big stain, it's gonna be, you know, too much on my face. No, you can build it up and it builds beautifully over top until you're able to achieve that full on saturation. But the best thing, they are so long wearing. Literally, they are pretty much, I mean, it's a tint, almost a stain line. They have such a stain power, they will not remove. It can pass hours and hours and you're going to still see your blush on your face. Incredible product by Giorgio Armani. And this one is another true game changer. For highlighters, quick mention to this highlighter on a stick, a luminizer from Chanel in Mermaid Glow. If you want a wet skin look and an easy application that doesn't lift up your foundation or any of the products that you have on your skin, they provide hydration. I will say tap, and it just creates this wet kind of look. Mermaid Glow has been the most perfect one of all of the ones that they had brought in the past. I know they are coming with more shades for an upcoming collection, but wow, Mermaid Glow, they need to bring that one back. And then another beauty from Tom Ford, Nude Sun, the perfect nude luminizer. It reminds me a lot the shade as the Westman Atelier super loaded tinted highlighter in Peau de Pêche. That one that is like you have something on your skin looks completely juicy and beautiful, but where is the makeup? It's coming from you, from within. This is the same vibe in this specific shade, Nude Sun. And for summertime, wow, amazing. The season for bronzers, RMS. Oof, this formula is like a gel-like formulation. It's not a gel, it's not liquid, it's not a cream, but it goes like a gel, super smooth, and they do have a little bit of a sheen. And when I'm saying a sheen, it doesn't have glitter in it or any particles. It just gives life to your skin, and they are not too warm tone. Some bronzers, sometimes they are too warm tone. This is Tan Lines, this Beach Walk Betty. Do you see there? It does have a little bit of that rosy, almost reddish hue, but it's a natural bronze look. It's super smooth. They remind me a lot to the Chantecaille bronzers in Serena. And I mean, any of the Chantecaille bronzers. That smoothness, that creaminess, that like soft blur and not highlighter but a luminous finish that looks rather flattering. Kind of same concept, same idea, the one from Armani. These are oversized. I mean, like these are like you will never finish this kind of bronzer. Now, the ones from Armani, they do have more of that golden goddess kind of vibe, where there's a little bit of a golden tone, but again, it's not an orange tone. Nonetheless, they just have a little bit of a golden kind of glow, a little bit more subdued than the ones from Hermes and super airbrush. Now, if you are more into a soft matte kind of finish and you want more what I will consider a hybrid between a bronzer and a contour, but without looking matte, check out the ones from YSL. These are more like a soft matte blurring kind of effect. Extremely, I mean, another one, airbrush. All of the ones that I'm showing you right now are like top on finish. The finish and the application is smooth. I mean, obviously you have to have the right tools, and you know I usually show you the tools that I use, but they just have this easy of use. The application, they are just made with an extraordinary kind of formulation, super silky. As you can see, this is not the same as, say, the one from Giorgio Armani. Do you see right there? The one from YSL also has a golden tone, but there's some more depth in it. And that's what it makes that kind of combination between a bronzer and a contour kind of product, but again, without looking matte. And the packaging, oh my gosh, the packaging of all of these products are gorgeous. I have already done my lipstick showdown, all the products that I have throughout the entire year, and I have shared with you my opinion on each of the formulas, what are the difference of each of them. Today I'm going to show you the ones that I truly love. Now, I'm going to start with one that is not a new release, but I love the formulation, and love more than anything the shade is Birthday Cake, I think, by Summer Fridays. It is a gorgeous lip balm, super thin, smooth, but the shade Birthday Cake, it just gives a little bit of that juicy kind of effect on the lip, completely effortless for being a lip balm. Does the trick, keeps your lips hydrated. I love it. A new formula that to me I have to talk about it are the new lip oils by Guerlain. I review them. There's one caveat that the shades, they do not differentiate that much. That I think that 3 first shades, they all pretty much look the same. When you get into the deepest shades, then they start to show. I love the one in lavender. I have it on my bag. I'm not gonna bring it. It's gorgeous. It does show so much. I also love this shade Poppy Glow. Let me apply it. This is so beautiful, and it's different from other lip oils where this hugs the lips a little bit better. I feel that these have more skincare properties, that they really nourish the lips and they stay on pretty well. I mean, obviously if you eat, it will be a different story, but they are not too thick and not too thin. Hugs the lips so beautifully. Love the scent. I don't think you need many shades on these. Just pick and choose one. I would say one of the deepest shades. Love the shade Lavender. Love Poppy Glow. I also enjoy very much Big Glow if you just want nothing on your lips, or perhaps a little bit of lip liner. But these, you can feel there's something that is pampering your lips as you wear them. And the glow, look at that glossiness. So good. In terms of gloss, a new formula from Giorgio Armani are the lip gloss. Gorgeous. These are way thinner in consistency than the lip oils from Guerlain. They do give a glass effect, but they are not too shiny. I love how comfortable they are to wear. I feel that they are not like super sticky, that you're afraid like, oh my gosh, I'm walking down the beach and then a blast of wind and then my lips are gonna get sticky. These, they do have a formulation that it's almost like you have nothing on your lips, but when you see your lips, they look incredible. Now, if you want super juicy lips, the Faux Filler by Huda Beauty. By the name, you may think, oh, this is gonna be a lip plumper. It's not, but it will give you the most amazing glassy lips. I love the clear one. I have it It's all the way across the room. Just gonna put it on top so you can see it. It's just so glassy like. Now, one thing I have to tell you, they do carry a lot of pigment. Do not apply too close to the opening of your mouth. They do not gather necessarily on the lips because of not the thickness, but just how incredibly glassy they are. They can give you those kind of like streaky films in between your lips if they get too close, but it doesn't run. This is incredible. They shine from miles away. They're going to see you like what you have on your lips. People are going to ask you, what in the world you have on your lips? It's incredible, completely incredible. They are thicker in consistency. If you want something thinner to, these are supposed to be plumping, but to me they really do not plump my lips, are the ones from House Labs. I enjoy these very much. If you want to have more pigment than say the lip gloss by Giorgio Armani, but you don't want something as glossy and glassy as the one from Huda Beauty, this could be kind of like something in between with even pigmentation. In terms of a new lipstick formula, the ones from Clé de Peau, the Precious lipsticks, these are like nothing that I have tried before. They are serum-like. They truly nourish the lips, and you will see that they kind of fill in all those lines and they progressively keep the hydration on your lips. They are truly a skincare for your lips. Okay, don't come for me, not new formula, but I have to give a shout out to Charlotte Tilbury because this year she has stepped it up and she has brought us more lipstick shades that they are not as warm as most of the other shades that she carries. Not that it's something wrong, but it's just it was missing in her collection to have something that has a little bit more of that true Pillow Talk kind of shade, more pinky and perhaps not so warm. Pillow Talk favorite, and Icon Baby another favorite. Another formula that we really need to talk about are the Westman Atelier lipsticks. And you know what I want to talk about these lipsticks is not only the formula, it's beautiful, it's completely opaque, but to achieve this kind of formula on a vegan product is not easy. It's definitely not easy because she's not using here carmine or the typical products that will give that opaque pigmentation. The amount of pigment on these lipsticks is incredible. All the shades, absolutely every single shade is so unique. And the only thing is they are not matte. For matte, go with Prada. And I'm not mentioning Prada right now, although it is true and true. If you want a bullet lipstick that is completely comfortable and completely matte, go with Prada. And I'm not mentioning it because to me it's not a new product. It must be a new product here in the market in US, but not in the world. They launched last year. But again, if you want a true matte lipstick, go for it. They are amazing. I love them. I have multiple shades. But if you want a formula that is very different, although not true matte, is more like a satin finish, and you want a vegan product, then Westman Atelier. Your Pink Lilac, not a new formula, but a new shade. And I hope this shade stays on the line because it's very, very unique. And same thing with the formula. I wish that they will add more and more shades. Are the Tom Ford Ultra Shine lipsticks. If you want a gorgeous, fuller lips right in front of your face, these are it. And I know that I'm not giving you a lot about each of these lipsticks because I don't want this video to be way too long when I already have a lipstick showdown. And my very favorite, not reformulation, but Lawless, they have done an incredible job at creating more and more shades of the Forget the Filler. And this to me, it is hands down one of the very best lip plumpers that there is in the market, that they do the job gracefully without any pain, with plenty of pigmentation. They don't look streaky, they don't emphasize the lines, and truly you can forget the filler with this product. I love this baby so much. My two new favorite lip liners, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Fair. It is exactly the same shade of my lips. And then Sink or Sway by Sephora. This is a cooler tone pink, nudie pink, that is gorgeous. Let me show them side by side. Oh my gosh, I don't have any space here. I will try my best. Okay, this is the one from Sephora. And let me show you Pillow Talk. The one from Sephora is true cool tone. The one from Charlotte Tilbury is cool tone, but it's also lighter in tone. It's not as deep. So if you want to create a very like super dimensional, you can go with the one from Sephora, and otherwise you can just go with our darling Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, friends, these were all the best new releases of 2024 so far. Let's see what else is coming next from all of these brands and many other brands that I'm sure they're gonna create incredible products during this summer, fall season. As we get into the holidays, oh, it's gonna go really fast, and you know that, my friends. Let me know which are the products that you discovered this 2024 that have become a staple on your collection, that you're like, Jacqueline, you have to try it. And by the way, if you have seen my favorites videos and you don't see some of those products on this video, I still stand by them. I still love them. But I think the ones that I showcase today are the ones that I will say, wow, truly, wow, what a difference. This is something unique. It's something that really shines. They are those products that they can actually take center stage and be like, oh, now we're talking. This is truly something new, innovative, and worth to try. Okay, my friends, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to my channel. It's completely free. Ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Come and follow me both on my Instagram and TikTok. If you're not done watching my content, well, I will be leaving a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're gonna love. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.